Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, Lee McQueen has shared a video on his Facebook page where Bonny Khaluale has been heard loud and clear at Matungu campaigning for the ODM gubernatorial candidate for Kakamega County, Fernandes Barasa. Remember, this was Senator Cleophas Malala's rally, but Khalwale decided to mention the name of Fernandes Barasa. That post has half truth, and I want us to go through it. Then we'll play the video, and at the end, I'm also going to give my view as far as that situation is concerned. This is what Lee McQueen is saying about that video. The ground is hostile for Kenya Kwanza in Kakamega. Bonny Khaluale, being a wise man, decided to campaign for Barasa in the presence of Malala. Watch this interesting development and tell me how they will deliver 70%. Watch this.
Khaluale. Nenyamu manyamuri. Yinza Khaluale ndi mwana muluya khurla Kakamega. Malala khurla Kakamega. Fernandes Barasa khurla Kakamega. Ubosi khukhaba buami. Mweuli mukhutsi. Mundu mulai abe obama office amulindi. Mimi Khaluale, I am the best performing legislator in the history of Kenya. Muriomnonya sayamrin. Huyu anasema nini sasa huyu? Hapa kura ni kwa Cleo, si ndio? Wangapi wanasema Cleo Malala? Aache kuchanganyikiwa, si ndio? Hapa mtasimama na mimi. Anachanganyikiwa, si ndio? Hapa ni kwangu. Hii ni bedroom yangu. Kama nakula pande mbili aseme bwana. Hapa mimi ni kwangu, si ndio? Wapi wanasema Cleo Malala tuone? Nataka nikisema Cleo unasema governor. Nikisema governor unasema Cleo. Cleo! Governor! Matungu mnasemaje? Cleo! Governor!
Now we are continuing with our panel discussion, but just a quick request. You might be watching this channel, but you're not yet subscribed. So my humble request, please consider subscribing so that another time, once we release a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our channel subscribers and anyone who drop comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our videos to more viewers. Back to our discussion. Now, you have heard Bonny Khaluale very clear. By the fact that Khalwale decided to mention the name of Fernandes Barasa in a positive way, that alone means Bonny Khaluale was simply campaigning for Fernandes Barasa. He was telling people he needs to become the senator and he has no problem for them choosing the person they want, whether it is Malala or Fernandes Barasa. But now, the complication here is that when Bonny Khaluale decided to leave that place, that convoy you are seeing, the vehicle that these people were throwing stone at, it is not for Senator Cleophas Malala. That was Bonny Khaluale's car that was being chased. So that's where people are getting confused. So when Lee McQueen says that Bonny Khaluale being wise, he checked on the situation, the ground was hostile, and he decided to campaign for Fernandes Barasa, it is not true. These people became hostile to Bonny Khaluale after Khalwale mentioning the name of Fernandes Barasa in that campaign. That's why you see, now the wrangle here is becoming now between ANC and the UDA. So those people you are seeing there, they are ANC supporters who decided to chase Khalwale from that event. And what did they say? Now, this is where the juicy part of this situation is. The ANC followers now decide to say that they are going to vote for Lishenga. Lishenga is an ODM candidate running for Kakamega senatorial seat. So if Bonny Khaluale was wise, then why is ANC saying that they're going to vote for Lishenga? The truth is that Azimio is gaining from this infight. Now Khalwale campaigning for Fernandes Barasa, and the ANC supporters are now demonstrating by saying that they are going now to vote for Lishenga. So, in fact, if you're not careful, you will think these people, they are saying Khalwale, Malala must go. You know, Khalwale, Malala, if you're not careful, you might not understand. What exactly they are saying here is that Khalwale must go. Khalwale must go, and not Malala must go. So, in as much Khalwale was trying to play populist and trying to be smart in this event, he ended up losing everything. Because now these are the people of Matungu who are now saying, instead of voting for Khalwale, they are going to vote for Lishenga, who is an ODM candidate. So the ground is not hostile for Senator Cleophas Malala in that event. But Khalwale committed a blunder. He made a mistake. And this mistake might haunt him, because the ANC candidates are going to discipline Malala by voting for the Azimio candidate, Honorable Lishenga. So you can see how this politics is playing here. The reason why Khalwale is trying to play such populist politics is that Khalwale was not happy when he was forced to step down for Malala. So Khalwale has no problem whether Fernandes Barasa become president or Senator Cleophas Malala. The second issue is that Khalwale has no problem. Khalwale is trying to create friendship in both Malala's side and Fernandes Barasa's side, so that in case Malala become governor for Kakamega, he will have no problem. And in the case Fernandes Barasa will become the governor, who will be now in Azimio, he will have no problem. After all, he will tell him, you see, I was mentioning your name in a positive way in our campaign, meaning I was with you. So he will have no problem in case he needs something to happen within Kakamega. That is exactly what Khalwale is trying to do. So this is the kind of scenario here. And what we found out from the infight we are having in Kenya Kwanza, the only beneficiary here, it is Raila Amolo Odinga and his people. The big loser in this game, it is William Samoei Ruto, who is on ballot as a presidential candidate. And this is not the only scenario. Remember, there was a time when there was also another fight when when Khalwale and the Mumias East Member of Parliament, Ben Washali, were comfortably campaigning for the UDA candidate, but they were not allowing Malala to campaign for the ANC candidate. The same thing happened now. And this now, it was very different. It was ANC candidate threatening the UDA side and the UDA presidential candidate William Ruto that in case Khalwale and Washali will not allow Malala to campaign for him, then he's going to tell his supporters to vote for Azimio side. That means they vote for him as a member of parliament and then vote for Raila Odinga as a presidential candidate. So all of this infight is not good for William Ruto. That's why I'm telling you, Raila has a strong support in Western. William Ruto has not gained anything substantive in terms of numbers as far as Western region voting is concerned. The person who has successfully planned a sense of direction and shown leadership in Western, it is Raila Amolo Odinga through Francis Atwoli and the entire team. Ruto and Mudavadi failed. By the time Mudavadi failed to negotiate with William Ruto to allow ANC to field candidate against ODM, he did not negotiate properly. He allowed William Ruto to bring his candidate in Western. Now it is UDA against ANC against ODM. And when it reached that point, that's why I feel that even if Kalonzo Musyoka has a lot of miscomings, Kalonzo is still smart. Kalonzo has not allowed ODM to plant candidates in his stronghold. No, it's not happening. Kalonzo is simply telling Raila, come and campaign for my people and other candidates here, but don't bring ODM candidates. This is exactly what Musalia Mudavadi was supposed to do. Tell William Ruto to allow ANC to plant their candidate in every constituency, every ward, and every count. And then Ruto just come and ask for your presidential votes. So it will be ANC against ODM candidate. Then they fight. In that way, the kind of infight we are seeing and the misleading statements we will not have. But because Mudavadi does not know how to negotiate, he did not know what to stand for, he allowed Ruto to bring his candidates in Kakamega, Bungoma, Trans Nzoia, Vihiga, and Busia. I don't know how ANC will manage to fight UDA, ODM, DAP, and get those seats. The moment he saw Raila Odinga taking his members of parliament, Akina Oscar Nablindo, Bishop Hamala, he should have had a second thought. Tell William Samoei Ruto how Akina Barasa, Akina Khalwale, and the entire team who are in UDA, they should join ANC party, then defend their seat on ANC. And UDA should not have any influence or any foot in the Western region. That's how he was going to survive. So Musalia Mudavadi is the second biggest loser. Because if Khalwale is campaigning for Fernandes Barasa in Malala's campaign rally, how will Malala win? Now, if ANC candidates are now becoming hostile for Malala, sorry, for Khalwale, for campaigning for Malala's opponent, then tell me how will William Samoei Ruto candidate being Bonny Khaluale will win Kakamega senatorial seat? UDA supporting Fernandes Barasa and ANC supporting Lishenga. All of these two are Azimio candidates. That is the kind of politics happening in Western region. So, of course, if you look at this situation, I'm left with no any doubt that Western is still intact under Raila Amolo Odinga. I don't know what to think about this, but that's my view. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. May good God bless you and see you in our next video.